Hey, what's going on, Pats Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Cans Pats Talk Patriots podcast. Hey, man, this show is brought to you by the Sportsline Media. We got a special guest on night, but the show is brought to you by the Sportsline Media, powered by the Sportsline Media. Make sure you go over there, click the link is in the bio, go over there, like their channel, subscribe. Man, hey, it's been good, man. It's been good, man. The network is great, so make sure you go check them out, man. Once again, the show is powered by the Sportsline Media. Got a special guest, man. Hey, we are in July. It's July 2nd. I think July going to fly by. We got a few weeks in July. You know, all months got about 4 weeks, but I think July's gonna fly by. Counts about to start in a couple of weeks. So I'm doing this series right now. I got some guests coming on. Got a very special guest today. Got the Panther Plug. He's a Carolina Panther content creator. Did a show with him last year before the season started, whatnot. This also did a show with him before the draft. A real good guest, so I'm happy to bring him on. So before we get started, before I bring him in here, make sure you hit the link in the bio. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share the content. Make sure you like, man. I really appreciate it. Let me go ahead and let my guy in here, man. Panther Plug, what's going on with you?
What's up? How y'all doing?
Good, man. Good, man. Hey, I appreciate you. I know you're busy. You're a Panther fan. I know you be making a lot of content.
Yes,
I know it's very busy for you, very busy time for you right now. Where it's probably slow because ain't much going on right now. But this is a time that you can use to make your content and whatnot. So what's new with you, man? What's been going on with you?
Like you said, just been making a bunch of content. Right now I'm just doing a bunch of position breakdowns for camp, just like breaking down each position, just doing a lot of editing. Right now I'm in the summer because I'm 17, so I'm about to be a senior in high school. So it's my time to just work and make content, just grind. So I've been doing that all summer.
Hey, let's go ahead. Hey, we ain't gonna waste some time. Let's go ahead and get into it, man.
Let's
Man,
do it.
what you think about the Panthers offseason so far? I know we talked pre-draft. You didn't know which way they was leaning, whatnot. Y'all did get my guy Tedoroa McMillan. First, I want to get your thoughts on that pick. And y'all got a couple defensive ends. You got Jimmy Horn out of Colorado. He's been having a phenomenal offseason so far. What you think about your draft, man?
Man, obviously at first I was a Jalen Walker guy.
Yeah, I remember.
Like pre-draft, I was a Jalen Walker guy, big. And whenever it was 8th pick, I thought we were going him. But then we drafted, T-Mac. And at first, I was a little about it because I wanted, Jalen Walker. But day 2, whenever they got Nick Scorin and Princely in round 2 and 3, it kind of settled me a little bit. And T-Mac is balling right now. We have that big receiver for Bryce now on the outside. So. And then just overall the draft, we just filled needs in the middle with Cam Jackson at D tackle, just a big guy in the middle. Our interior is really good now with Derrick Brown coming back. Tershawn Wharton, we signed him. Bobby Brown, guys like that. And then obviously Jimmy Horn, like we have a bunch of different skill sets, our receiver now that we can look to, just so much better than what we've had. Like it's Dan Morgan's second season as a GM, and what he's been able to do in 2 years to just rebuild this like entire roster is pretty impressive.
How would you grade the offseason and the draft? Starting with the draft, how would you grade it? I know y'all had a solid free agency too, but how would you grade the draft?
The draft, I would give it a B+ for sure. Like just based off like the floors of the players you're talking about, like how I would give the floors of each guy. Yeah, a B+ I would give.
Was the T Mac or the Tedero McMillan, was that pick, was that a shocker, or did you, because you're plugged in with the Panthers, were you hearing, because
Yeah.
I heard during the process that y'all really liked, and then I heard he didn't do good in the interviews, but I saw a lot of mock drafts during the offseason, during
Mm.
April and March, that had y'all picking him, but then I thought y'all said, nah, they gonna go Jalen Walker. I heard y'all fell in love with Jalen
Yeah.
Walker. Were
Oh,
you
we did. We
surprised
did.
with it? Were you surprised with the Ted McMillan pick?
Surprised? No. Just kind of shocked because we just came off one of the like worst defenses of all time in NFL history. Gave the
Yeah.
most points in one season of all time. So I thought we were going Jalen Walker. Like there were like news about it. T Mac was always in, like a possibility because we needed a receiver for Bryce. And if we didn't get him, Adam Thielen would have still been our number one, unless you believe in XL or Jalen Coker, which I love Jalen Coker
Oh,
more
I
than
like Coker. I
anybody
think he's from up there
in the
towards
league.
Massachusetts too. Yeah, I like Coker.
Yeah. Yeah. But for T Mac, man, and then day two, whenever they got Princely, I graded Princely as a top 5 pass rusher for me, and he went down to the 3rd round. So after getting him to with Nick scoring, that T Mac pick just felt so much better, and it all made sense at the end.
Yeah, yeah, man. I wanted T Mac in New England, but we had to get Will Campbell. I think if it wasn't Will Campbell, we would have traded back and got Teddy Roy McMillan. That's what I was told, and I heard
Yeah.
that. And I wanted him to be with Drake May, to get that big ass receipt real quick before we get back to the Panthers. I know you told us that you really like Drake May. You was in the Carolina area, and he went
Love
to
Drake May.
school down there. How you feel about the Patriots all season? Well, we've added Stephon Diggs. How you feel about our draft too?
Man, first off, y'all defense is gonna be like nasty. Like
Yes, sir.
y'all added a bunch on the defense, man. Drake May's gonna take that leap with Stephon Diggs. Um, y'all gonna be a sneaky team. Like I think y'all honestly could make the playoffs. It just depends, obviously, but overall, I think y'all had a good offseason. On top of my head, I don't know exactly who y'all signed, like for sure,
Yeah,
but I know y'all added a
we
bunch of
spent a lot
guys
of
on
money.
defense. Yeah, yeah. On
Because you
defense
remember
like
we got
Joe.
Milton Williams from y'all. We thought he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
coming to y'all.
yeah. Yeah,
So
but the defense y'all rebuilt in one offseason and just continue to stack that. Got Stephon Diggs and Drake May. I already loved him from the beginning, so I think he'll take that leap anywhere.
yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. I think Stephon Diggs is going to have a pretty good year too. Our draft
He
too.
will.
We got my guy Cal Williams. We got Will Campbell. We got Travion Henderson out of Ohio State
Yeah.
with the top 3 picks. I mean, Will Campbell, bro. I think, man, the sky's the limit for this team this year. I think we really going to turn some heads. I got us winning. I didn't have you on during the schedule. I should do that schedule league show with you. I got us winning
Yeah.
between 8 to 10 games. And if Drake May can take that lead, I think we can. I'm gonna get to your schedule here shortly. I think if Drake May takes that lead from we can go to 8 to 10. Might can go to maybe 11, maybe a 12 one. Who knows? Because Miami, I think they're going down. They just traded Ramsey to the Steelers. Big trade a couple of days ago. The Jets, they made some changes, but the Jets gonna be the Jets. And then you got
Yeah,
the Buffalo, you got the Buffalo Bills. They're the cream of the crop. So that man that's sitting up top is Josh Allen. We gotta beat him.
Yeah.
So,
I think y'all have a chance to like make some noise for sure. Like I think 10 wins is fair. I don't know. Again, the top of my head, y'all schedule. I don't know where y'all ranked in like
we open up
how
again.
easy it
Well,
was.
we got one of the easiest schedules.
Yeah. So do we. We're like I think 4th easiest schedule in the
Who
league.
y'all open up with?
Jacksonville.
It is Jack. How you feel about that game?
Man, I'm excited. It's like the NFL loves storylines. So,
Is
Travis
that y'all
Hunter.
home?
We are not.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're not. But I'm excited about that, man. Travis Hunter, one of the best, college prospects we've seen in a while, can play both sides of the ball. I'm excited. I think he's a better corner than receiver. So I think him probably playing T-Mac, like him against T-Mac week 1 is gonna be fun to watch. Bryce,
And
man,
they played it in college against. They played it in college a couple of times.
Yeah, they did. And T-Mac got the best of him.
Yeah,
He
scored
did.
a touchdown on him. Had a couple big plays on him.
Yeah, he did.
So the second meeting, I think the quarterback, that Arizona team this past season wasn't the best team. So T-Mac really couldn't get going, but Travis Hunter kind of got him that time. But the first meet was a couple years ago. T-Mac scored a touchdown, had a couple nice catches on him. So I think he's a better wide receiver than corner. I maybe because I like the flashy. Because I think at wide receiver, they can get you the ball easily. Cornerback, if you lock down, they don't got to throw you away. They ain't got to throw you away if you're a cornerback.
You're right.
So
you're right.
So
I just feel like naturally, he's a better corner personally.
Yeah, his instincts, physical. Yeah.
But I see what you're saying though. Like just he needs the ball in his hands. So receiver would make more sense. But Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. Man, real quick, before we go on to the next subject, Panthers, Patriots, we got to get into the schedule. Week 4. Week 4. How you feel about that game right now? And you can keep it on. You can keep it honest, but
Yeah.
how you feel about that game?
Well, like a lot of Panthers fans right now on Twitter talking about we're gonna start 4-0 and everything.
Go.
This is every year. All right, I'm not one of them. I'm like
Who's
a
your first 4
non-biased.
games?
We got Jacksonville, the Saints, y'all week 4, week 3. I
Let me see.
don't
I can
remember
pull.
exactly. Yeah, let me pull it up real quick. But I know we got Jacksonville week 1. I'm pretty sure we got Saints week 2. Let me see.
You
Oh no,
got
yeah,
Jacksonville week 1. Then you go to Arizona, home for the Falcons, and then you at New England.
yeah. I don't know why I said Saints.
I
Okay,
can see y'all going probably 2-2.
yeah,
I told the Cubs, I think y'all gonna be pretty good this year.
yeah, I think so too. I think, but that game against the Patriots, like as we are saying, I think we're gonna lose the game. I'm not gonna lie. I just think y'all are too good.
Yeah.
That defense is really good. Drake May, great quarterback.
Y'all defense, I think, improved though.
Yeah, to a certain degree. I mean, not taking Jalen Walker or defensive player in the first round, I think hindered us a little bit. I think I love Nick Scoring. Well, I love Princely, but Nick Scoring is a player that still is like very raw as a player, like in terms of pass rusher. So defensively, we still have holes. Of course, like J.C. Horn, Derek Brown. Our interior is going to be nasty. Like we did not get Millen Williams, obviously, but getting Tershawn Wharton is going to add like a bunch of pass rush with Derek Brown next to
Y'all
him.
lost Shaq Thompson.
Yeah.
But I think he's been hurt the past couple of years. So I think y'all be all right there.
Linebacker's bad.
You think your linebacker position is bad?
It's bad, yeah, because we have Trevor Wallace obviously heading year 2. He didn't really do anything last year, and then we have Josie Jewell, who had a pretty rough first half of the year.
I think he was in Denver, I think, with the Broncos.
He was, yeah. And then we just signed Christian Roseboom from LA, which I think he's actually pretty solid. But people are like don't see him as a good player, which makes sense because he didn't really do anything till last year. I think he had like 130 tackles, but
Guys, this show is powered by the Sportsline Media, man. So make sure you go over there, hit the link in the bio, go to the Sportsline Media, get them a subscribe. Make sure you follow them, make sure you like them, and share the content on Facebook. But we are on Facebook, Twitter, all that. This show is powered by the Sportsline Media. Also on the Kansas Pack Start YouTube, give me that like, hit that like button. It don't take but a second. If you're on the Panther Plug YouTube, hit that like button, share the content, make sure you comment, man. Appreciate it. Hit that like button. It did not take but a second. Second of your time, hit the like button, man. But yeah, man, I think that Panther Patriots game week 4, that's gonna be a crazy one because we got the Steelers week 3, and I've been saying if we beat the Steelers, because there's 2 home games, I know my team, I just know them. So now this is a different team, but I still know them. Mike Vrabel's coming in, I think he's gonna be good with us and whatnot. If we beat the Steelers at home, we're gonna lose to Carolina week 4. If we lose to the Steelers, we'll beat y'all week 4. Mark my word, that's how it's gonna go in a couple months. Now remember, I said it. So keep an eye on that Steelers game.
I'm hoping y'all beat the Steelers. I'm praying.
Because the fate of that game is going to rely on the game before we play it. Because we lose to Pittsburgh, I don't see us losing 2 home games. We'll beat y'all week 4. If we beat them, we'll lose to y'all. So I'm probably I'm debating on going to that Steelers game or the Panthers game. I ain't got my tickets yet. I'm leaning Carolina, but man, they just got Aaron Rodgers and Ramsey. I might have to go there week 3 to New England. So we'll see what goes on, man. Who has been some standouts? I know it's just minicamp OTA. Who's been standout so far in this offseason?
Man, that's a tough one. I would say definitely Trayvon Moore, our new safety that we signed from the Raiders. He's been going like crazy. Not only does he just bring just what we need on defense, which is stopping the run. He was like top 7 last year in all safeties and stopping the run last year. He's super underrated in that aspect of the game. And he, of course, you can't really like do a lot in like OTAs and, mini camp because you're not really like tackling. It's just like drills and stuff. Like like we have to wait till like training camp before all that. But in terms of just like the presence and how they've been like impacting the team, like leadership wise, Trayvon Moore has been that guy. And on the offensive side of the ball, I would say who's taken a leap a little bit, like his offense is a little easier to tell. I would say probably Xavier Legette in terms of just
I was just about to ask you about him, man. What you think about him going into year 2?
Man, so far this offseason, he's definitely took a jump a little bit, I would say. because really his biggest problem was hands, man. Like he has the
Yeah.
athleticism, his speed,
He
all
gets
that's
open.
there.
He can get thick.
Yeah, but he just dropped a bunch of balls last year, which was his problem. So if he
I
could just
remember the one
figure
he
that
dropped
out,
against the Eagles. That was a crazy one.
man, like we could have beat them and the Chiefs back to back. But but him, if he can figure out to just catch the ball, our receiver room is going to be so good because we have T
Yeah.
Mac. Coker is super. Like no one thinks Coker is going to be good. Like even Panther fans think he's going on the radar because they just love Xavier Leggett so much. Which I understand why, because he's so athletic. But Jalen Coker is just such a good football player,
He's
and I
solid.
think, I know, yeah. So we have T Mac. Adam Thielen's still going to do his thing. Like even though he's 33, he's still going to go out there and be that third down weapon for Bryce and all that. But yeah, those are my two guys from both sides of the ball. But
And
what
T
about
Mac's
you?
gonna be your number one.
Yeah,
So
on the outside. Yeah.
Leggett was drafted last year. I think y'all traded back in to get him. Leggett was drafted last year to be the one, but they busted and like what they seen last year, so they went out and drafted T Mac. Or more, he got more upside than Leggett, I think. So you got T Mac at one. Now that's gonna take pressure off of Leggett. Leggett's gonna be your two. I think Leggett can play inside in the slot too. Coker might be your three, and now y'all got Thielen is your four. And at this stage of Thielem's career, that's a pretty good 3 or 4. Right? I mean, Coker might be the fourth, or because Thielen probably gonna play inside the slot. I think,
based off what Dave Canales has said, he loves XL so much still. So that's your 1-2 with T Mac and XO, and then we also, I think Adam Thielen's your 3 probably, like just because he's that veteran. Yeah, but me personally, I think Coker's a top 2 player. Top 2 receiver in this room personally.
Ooh.
But like I would have T Mac, then Coker. But that's just me. And then obviously we have Hunter Renfrow. We signed him, and then we got Jimmy Horn and David Moore.
I like Jimmy.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting.
I got a lot of depth
for this position.
And Canellis like to use a lot of wide receivers. So just because you are 3 or 4 or 5, y'all gonna be subbing in and out. So it's just like you're starting. Because when he was in Tampa Bay, he liked keeping those wide receivers fresh and whatnot. So just because you the 5th wide receiver, you still getting a lot of playing time.
Yeah.
And now the matchups are gonna be favored. How do you feel about your tight end room?
That's an interesting one. Jatavion Sanders is my tight end 1 in this room. Personally, I think he's gonna have a breakout year. He's one of my breakout guys for this team.
He was solid last year.
He was, yeah. In the time he got, but then he got injured a little bit, and then no one really got to see. But when he was playing, he was on. But Mitchell Evans, we drafted in the 5th round. I'm a Notre Dame fan.
Notre Dame, I think. Yeah.
I'm a Notre Dame fan, so I'm a little biased there. But I still think JT is the best tight end, just athletically, all that. But Mitchell Evans is everything you wanted a tight end, so I would not be shocked if he becomes the 1. And then Tommy Tremble's been injured, so he'd probably just be the number 3 for me.
In terms of your offensive line, are you satisfied with the offensive line? I know y'all didn't do a lot, but I think y'all offensive line was actually solid last year. Yeah. How do you feel about your offensive line?
Love it. That's going to be like the motor to this team because
bread and butter.
Because Dave Canales and this front office signed Rico Dowdle in the offseason, and we already have Chuba Hubbard. So now you have an insane, like really good 1-2 punch there, and they know that Chuba Hubbard had 1,000 yards last year, or actually 1,200 yards last year, and was top 5 in the NFL in rushing yards before he went down. And I mean, adding Rico Dowdle, he was a 1,000-yard guy last year, and you could just
I forgot y'all got Rico.
Yep. Yeah, so I think we're going to run the ball a lot more than people think and just use them too and just a bunch of different sets. And because the offense moved last year because of the O-line. And they knew that, so they got Rico Dowdle, and now you can just, mix those 2 guys up.
A couple more, Chris, before we get – you did ask me who I feel about most improved player during the offseason for the Patriots.
Yeah, I did.
Excuse me. I think Pop Douglas, wide receiver. You probably ain't familiar with him and whatnot, but slot wide receiver DeMar Pop Douglas, I think he's going to have a big-time year. Josh McDaniels loves getting those slot receivers involved. I'm glad we brought in McDaniels to run the offense. Elderman, Welker, Amendola, Meyer, I can go on and on. Now he got Pop Douglas. So week 4, keep an eye on that name, DeMario Pop Douglas, number 3 in the slot, man. So that's my guy for this year. I think he's been having a crazy offseason, and I cannot wait. Get your popcorn ready. I cannot wait to see Ted McMillan going up against Christian Gonzalez. That's going to be must-see TV. That's going to be must-see TV right there. He might be on Leggett because we got Carlton Davis too, who you're familiar with. He was with Tampa Bay Buccaneers years ago. Yeah. So Gonzo versus T-Mac, Davis versus Leggett. Oh, my God.
Y'all's defense is scary, man. It's good.
Woo!
It's good. All right,
So,
I have a quick like fun question for you.
go ahead.
You taking JC or Christian Gonzalez?
Gonzalez.
Why?
He's better. He's been healthier for the past. I mean, he's going to
No,
his third
that's
year.
fair.
Now
Okay,
Gonzo
so
missed.
when healthy,
Gonzo.
who's better?
Gonzo. He's
Uh,
locked down.
I think last year JC proved like when healthy, he's like one of the best corners. Like last year we were
See,
so
I
bad
didn't
on
see a lot
defense.
of Panther games last year, but I've
Yeah,
seen enough for J.C. Horn. He's been hurt a lot too, though.
he
And I
has. Yeah,
give J.C. Horn a lot of credit because in his division, he got to go up against Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. You got the Saints, Chris Olave. You got the Falcons, got Drake London.
yeah.
So,
Man, JC's so underrated. Like we're so bad as a team. He's always in like top 5 corner stats and analytics and all that. And when you just turn to like last year, the only reason why our defense was stable was because of JC. That's
yeah.
it. And we were so like we were on the bottom and everything. But I mean, Christian Gonzalez is amazing,
Whew,
and
stud. Let's see.
he's the top 3 corner in the NFL. I can't even argue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who your
And
top corners
JC's
in the NFL?
you got Sauce, you got Christian, JC. I want to put probably. I don't know if I put him top 3. I don't know if that's biased or not, but and then you got Jalen Ramsey. Obviously, I don't know at this stage anymore. Who else you got?
Stingley.
Derek Sting. Yeah,
Stingley. You got it's
yeah.
some corners
He's up
out
there. He's
there.
up there.
Trayvon
Jalen
Diggs fell
Johnson.
off. Yeah,
Jalen Johnson's good.
Yeah, we missing one. We missing one.
We definitely are missing one.
Oh my God, who we missing? I'm about to get him. Not Jair Alexander. He been hurt the past couple years.
Yeah, not Jair.
He just went to Baltimore. Not Marlon Humphrey.
What about AJ Terrell? I don't know.
I like Terrell. Yeah, y'all see him
AJ
a lot
Terrell.
in that division. Yeah. So there's a lot of good corners out there. But I think Gonzo, he's just been on the bad team, so he don't really get the recognition. Or the Patriots being so bad. But once the Patriots get a little more recognition, which we think is going to happen this year with Drake May taking the lead, Vrabel and the coaching staff coming in, I think Gonzo's going to be on that top of that list. Man, he made second team All-Pro last year. He should have made first team All-Pro. So he's going to get in there soon, man. He's going to get in there soon, man. Your division, before we get you on out of here, where you see y'all at right now in the division? As we speak right now, y'all can make a couple moves before training camp, before the season start. But as we speak right now, with the free agency moves, with the draft, how you feel right now in July about the division, where y'all rank at? And who's the most hated team in the division for you?
Oh, I hate the Falcons with a passion.
Saints fans say the same thing. They hate the Falcons.
I hate Falcons fans with a passion, man. It's like, I don't know. It's like all on Twitter too. It's bad. But I'm so unbiased. I think the Falcons are the best team in our division right now. I love Michael Penix. I think he's going to be a great quarterback. I love their
he's going to be pretty good
running back. I think so. And I love their 1-2 punch with Bijan and Tyler Algier. I think that's going to be, again, one of the best 2 running backs in the NFL. I love Drake London. Their defense, obviously, you got Jesse Bates back there. I love DeMarco Hellams, a young safety. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's just one of the best young safeties in our division right now. I think they had a solid
draft too, the Falcons.
They did. They took a bunch of the guys that we wanted. And I think that was not a coincidence. I think they knew that we wanted them, so they took them. But
and Jalen Walker from Charlotte, I think.
Yeah, and then James Pierce, I had him as my second best pass rusher, and they took him as well. So I was like, you took every guy I wanted, but So yeah, I think the Falcons are 1, the Bucs are 2. I think they're neck and neck. Like both are 10, 11 win teams at their peak, probably ceiling wise. I think the Bucs have a higher ceiling just because you have like Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Baker Mayfield. Like that offense is already good, and their defense has just a bunch of veterans with Levante David, all of them. But I think the Falcons, because they're young, I think they'll eventually have like the most wins in our division. And I think we'll be right behind them with like 9. And the Saints are going to be like 5 wins, probably.
Okay. I think the Falcons need something else. I like Drake London. They don't use Kyle Pitts right. B.J. Robinson has been pretty solid for that. I think they need another wide receiver. They need something else.
I agree.
I think they're missing something. I think they still got Darnell Mooney, but I think they can do better than that. They need something else. And wide receiver, the Bucs, pretty good. You're talking about a good draft. They've been a great drafting team. They got Evans, Godwin.
Yep.
They still got McMillan from last year. They got Ibuka. The running game pretty good. The defense gonna be pretty good. Like Tampa is deep, man.
It's good.
You got the Saints. I don't know how you feel about the Saints.
I don't know what they were doing in the draft. First of all, like you had Shador in your lap and you just said, "Nah, we good."
And
That's
go
one mistake
Tyler
they
Shep.
made. Yeah, that's one mistake. But the Saints are just old and just have a bunch of figuring out to do with their entire roster. So they'll be around like 4 to 6 wins this year, I think. But I'm not scared of them at all in terms of that.
Hey,
But what
man.
about your division? Like, how do you feel? Obviously, you already
I
said the
think we're
Bills, right?
second.
1 second.
I think we're second, but I gotta see it though. I'm still putting us at second, but I ain't like I got it in
That's for
pencil. I ain't
me.
got it in pen.
I think we can compete for the first spot this year, but I got to
Right.
see it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put us at 3. So I'm gonna put us at 3.
Yeah, I gotta see it. I mean, because we haven't beaten Miami, and I don't know when. We can never beat them. We can never beat them in Miami, and then they've beaten us at our house the past couple years. We haven't beat Miami since 2021 season. I want us to at least beat Miami this year. I don't care if we get swept by the Buffalo Bills. We better beat Miami Dolphins at least one time this year. We better beat them. I don't care about the jail. I don't care. I want us to beat Miami at least one time. Not saying I hate Miami. It's just we haven't beat them in a while. So
Yeah.
we got to get over that Miami Dolphins hump. I think we're second. Like Miami, their coach is on the hot seat. The Jets, like I said earlier, they're going to be the Jets. I think we're second in the division and possibly can get the first. We never know what's going to happen. Couple balls bounce your way, injuries. Drake May takes that. You know what I mean? Players that you don't expect to step up. All it takes, man, you win a couple more games, boom. So we're going to be interested. But I definitely think we're going to be better than last year.
Yeah, but I think you guys are like a Drake May, like ascension away from being like a 10+ win team. Like I mean like an actual leap, like a big leap, like top 10 quarterback in the league from being like 11 win, 12 win team this season. So I'm excited for your team. Like it was one off season that y'all just turned it around so quick.
I appreciate it, man. I hope it happens, man. Before we get you out, last question. Your schedule. What's your final record for your schedule this year?
Man, I want to say 17-0, but if I have to be honest, I'll probably say like 9-8 to probably like be honest.
I can see that.
9-8. Like a lot of people are like going to say 10+ wins, like just because their schedule's easy. But the NFL is so weird. Like you win games you're not supposed to win, you lose games you're not supposed to lose.
That's what I always say.
It happens all the time. So just find the middle ground. Like if your team's like we're still battling, like I think we're going to be a below average defense and a top 12 offense this year. So you're going to be pretty average. So that's about 9-8. Like yes, our schedule's easy, but that doesn't mean we're going to win 11 games. If that makes sense.
I think for both our teams, our season and our prediction, we can say all these predictions we want to. Our season and the projection of our season depends on guess what? The quarterback. It hinges on the quarterback position. If Drake May takes that leap, the Patriots can be a playoff team. They can be a 9-10 win team, maybe an 11 win team. If the if your guy, your quarterback, Bryce Young. If Bryce Young takes that leap this year, because he started taking that leap late last year, he came on the second half of the year after he got benched or whatnot. I think it was a wake-up call for him. If he takes that leap this year, I think the Panthers can be fighting for a playoff spot, especially NFC's not that strong. So they can be in running for the division and be fighting for a playoff spot. I think Bryce Young and Drake May is huge seasons for them because the season hinges on what they do, what if they can take those leaps. Drake May can take a leap, Bryce Young take a leap. Panthers and Patriots can be two of the most improved teams this coming season, man. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Before we let you go, man, let everybody know where they can find you at.
You can find me on YouTube and Twitter, just at Panther Plug. I'm trying to hit 1,000 on there. So if you guys are Patriots fans and just want some other content,
go check them out, guys.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Yes, I appreciate it, man. Hey, it was an honor having you. I know you're busy. Get back to making that good content. I'm gonna have to get you on week 4. We're gonna do a stream, man. So go ahead and book it in your book. Go ahead and put me in your schedule. I'm gonna hit you up week 4 in a couple of months, man. Patriots at Panthers. We're gonna have fun, man. Also, I'm having a watch party this year for all the games. So hopefully, maybe if you ain't doing nothing, come through, check me out during the Panthers and the Patriots game.
Wait, are you doing a watch party like
every Sunday? I'm gonna be every Patriots game. I'm gonna be doing a watch party during the season.
Okay, so like you gonna be streaming with someone?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be streaming by myself, but like if you want to hop on or whatnot for that week, I'm gonna have you on as a guest that week, but I ain't gonna be streaming during the game though.
I might.
Yes, sir, man. So
just
make
let
sure
me
y'all
know
hit that. Yes, sir. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you hit the share button, man. Make sure you are sharing the content. Also, the show is powered by the Sportsline Media. I appreciate it. Go show my boy Panther Plug some love over there, man. From Charlotte, living in Texas right now. Big time Panthers fan, big time creator. Go show him some love, man. Hey, dog, I appreciate you, bro. Good luck.
Hey, man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir.